Good morning. It is January 6th. We're looking at the S&P 500. So want to point out a couple of things here. Obviously, we had the big sell-off from the high back over here at 63.5 and sold off all the way down here to 32.06. So nearly about 57 points sold off here from the high in just the Globex session, and then recovered quite a bit here all the way from '06 all the way back up to 46, so about a 40-point recovery. And then we've held up, we broke above here, and then we've held right here. So a couple of things to point out. One, the volatility has obviously increased quite a bit, so we'll bring this down a little bit smaller so we can see a few things. So we've used this here, and we haven't really come back and tested this again, so could very easily see that happen here this morning. If we were to break up above over here, this CPA at 40.75, what we would be looking for is to come up and retest this 55.5 area, which we did not do. Once we broke below it, we never came back up and retested it. Now, if we can break above this, so first play is a retest here and see if it sells off. If we come up above and hold up above there, obviously here's the all-time high. We have the prediction point up there, so pay attention to if we just probe through that. And then of course 73, and then we have 80, and then a couple of CPAs up here. So there's about 7 to 10 points between each of these prediction points, so there is a bit of room. If we were to break above here, then obviously we'd have some higher targets up there. First things first would be getting through each of the CPAs, and then if we get up above here, of course looking for a break up here, a pullback, and another push to the next CPAs. So kind of one at a time up on that side. Now, not sure what would push us to new all-time highs today, but we could see some bouncing and then some sellers come back in here. Now, if we look at the other side of this, we came all the way down here. We did really kind of use this already here as we broke above, came back down to it. Here we had a big break up above, and we've never come back down to this. So certainly very possible that we come back down here to this 24.5 area. Below here, want to definitely keep an eye on this area, this 20, 21. And if we are able to take out here, I'm not saying that I'm necessarily a buyer down here. I just certainly want to keep an eye on it. In other words, if we were to probe below here, and so we probed this and only probe to this area, I would be, if I was taking a short here, I'd be paying real close attention to what was going on with it. Okay, so want to pay attention to that area. But if we were to break below here, it's not at all out of the question that we could come back down here into this 96 CPA area. So obviously you can see we have all of our prices down here, but here we have 04, which is not very far below where we already got. And we have 3200, so not very far between that, and then we have 96. So a bit of support in this area, and then a pretty decent gap between this 96 and 85, so about 11 points there. So if we were to come down here, I mean, unless this thing is just really ripping, then we'd be looking for some support in this area. Otherwise, we've got some room, and then starts to widen out. Again, this 85 area starts to widen out here down to 71, so about 14 points. So we start getting some room to move if we come below there. But for now, for today, what makes the most sense, we don't want to try and guess what it's going to do. We just want to look at it as we're going to trade it one at a time. We know that if we can break below here or here even, then we're looking for another push down. See if it can hold down here. If that doesn't happen, then we've got another push down, and there will be bounces that we can sell. And on the reverse side of that, if we can bounce up above, then we can have some short opportunities. If those shorts don't work, then there'll be opportunities to get along. So really, watch the increased volatility, 57 points overnight, recovered about 40 points. So the thing is moving here overnight, and we'll see how they want to take it into the regular trading hours.